Hey guys, Tom here doing a review on a very unusual item. Yeah, so this thing is pretty freaking sweet. I have this thing in my pocket all the time, and what this is a custom-made little awesome tool by my buddy Mike, aka Gavko, and this thing is officially called the Widgydashi. Now what it is, it's made out of a County-Com Widgy bar with a little bit of a flair to it. Now, you may ask, why is that thing inside a sheath? Well, that's where the dashi part comes. This thing has been sharpened, or grinded, sorry, to have an edge in a kiridashi style. So a working edge, a very practical edge for simple working tasks and hard cutting tasks. And I must say that this thing does what it's set out to do. So now, being that I'm left-handed, Mike has so graciously grinded it so that when it's in my hands, you can see it's got a bit of a curve. The curve falls into my hand so I can get a better grip on it. But the beautiful part comes with the sheath. You can inset the end of it into the sheath and get a nice purchase on it. So it's very cool, very practical. A lot of ingenuity went into making this, so kudos, Mike. It's a really cool little thing you came up with. And then of course on the other end, on the outside, you have your little pry bar. So basically there's not much you can do to review this, as it's a little utility knife and a little pry bar on one end. So I just want, instead of doing a review per se, I will review it because it is an excellent tool. I've added the paracord on here to give a little bit more texture and a little bit more grip. And also there's about 6 inches of paracord on here, so if you ever need any in a pinch, you have some on you. So I always have this in my pocket. So yeah, so I'm going to cut it out, and when we come back in, we will be doing a series of tests to put this thing through its paces of a day-to-day utility knife / mini pry bar. So hope you guys enjoy the practical tests I'm about to do. So I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry, I just need to grab a couple of things. So first things first, probably some of you guys are thinking, hey, is that thing sharp enough to cut paper? It is and it isn't. Comes pretty sharp from Mike, but it's very tricky to cut paper as it's such a small edge. But to get just the right angle, you can, get a little bit of a cut going. But the thing is, it's got a beautiful tip. So pierce. It's not the smoothest cut in the world, but it's what it's for. It's for just doing a quick cut, unboxing something, whatever. So first little practical test we got going on here. Paracord, 550 paracord. Alright, so we'll do a little draw cut on it, see if that does the trick. Now I'm going to do this without the sheath on it. There you go. It's not the cleanest cut, but it cuts. I'm going to put the sheath on here, giving me a little bit more grip. And if you don't, it digs into your hand there a bit. So it's sharp enough to cut. Put it down. Do a slice. It gives you a much cleaner cut doing it this way. So I always have a block of wood when I make paracord bracelets, just so I can cut on something and not do a draw cut. I prefer to cut my paracord like this, as it gives you a nice clean cut. So when you do your and you melt your tip there, it melts up really nice. It's just the way I prefer it. It's just my method. I know some of you guys do it a little differently, but it's almost like having a little X-Acto knife in your pocket all the time. So it's pretty cool. So, sharp enough to cut paracord? Yes. Now while we have this block of wood out here, you know, let's do some carving. Some basic wood carving. Actually, I'm going to zoom in here so you guys can see. You do have to apply a little bit of pressure, but you can, you know, use your thumb on your opposite hand to push it through. So it does a pretty good job on carving the wood too. So far so good, guys, eh? Paracord and a little bit of wood carving, and it still feels like it's got a relatively nice edge to it. So now what else could we do in a day-to-day kind of thing? I don't know. Maybe you're at work and you realize you left your scissors or whatever, and come up to this strapping on a box, or will that do the job? Well, pretty good. It's not smooth, but it still cuts it. Hey, that's all you needed, right? An emergency knife. Does the job, or if you want, which might be safer, to do a side cut. I think that's pretty good. Pretty sharp. Does a trick. Awesome. Making a mess. And what else? Maybe cardboard. Alright. I got a rather large piece of cardboard here, but unnecessary. I will just take a piece off of that. You know, say you're you know, want to bust open a box or break down a box of your kids' toys or whatever. It's not the thickest cardboard, but I'm going to break it down into smaller bits. This is weird cardboard. So it slices into cardboard. It's not bad. You know, does the job. And alright, so you know, we all know that this can cut now. It does a fairly good job at it. And considering this is just a probably not, I don't even know what this is. I know it's a carbon steel of some kind, but it's not a knife steel, so it's sharp enough to do those basic tasks. And that's what we want. That's what I expect this to do. I don't expect it to move mountains, but I expect it to work for me, and it does. I really think it's a great tool for that. And this is something I actually have yet to try. Let's say you have a nail. Come on, focus. You know, you bent a nail over, you have a nail you need to get out of something. So let's use the pry bar. Okay. Definitely has enough leverage. There, got the nail out. Perfect. So works great as a pry bar too, especially with the sheath. I thought maybe the sheath might get in the way, but if you needed to do something like on a flat surface like that, it might not work too well. But you just, you know, get it out enough, and you could actually put something underneath it as leverage, because you know, we all know how levers work. It acts as gives you more force. Alright, so what else? I had one more thing I wanted to do. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna move the camera. Hold on. It's gonna get crazy. Let's gonna get crazy. Alright, so let's just say you got something in the mail and you wanted to open her up. Let's see if I got that on camera. Perfect. Get out your knife and let's bust this box open. There you go. We got your knife to open up your boxes. And you know, I use this thing quite frequently, and it actually does hold up a nice edge. It doesn't remain razor sharp. Well, it never gets razor sharp. I think it would be it would be a little dangerous, actually, to tell you the truth, if it was razor sharp. And we're going back to the desk. Just because it is a small knife, you wouldn't want to. I think if you messed up with this being so small, you could do some serious damage. But that's why I love this option on the inside the sheath. It works great. Now, the one thing is I have noticed a little bit of rust accumulation on the blade here, but it is in my pocket. It is hot. I work in a warehouse. There's no air, so I do sweat a lot, and this thing is bound to rust on you, but there's ways to clean that up. So a little bit of metal cleaner or whatever, not a big deal. So all in all, it's a great little functional pocket tool to have, and it's so versatile that you can't go wrong with it. It's really quite a fun little thing, and it's custom made, guys, so it's worth getting right there, you know. Get your hands on a Gavko special, Gavko Widgydashi. And this has actually was a collaboration work between Gavko and the Mediocre Pirate, so I gotta give Nico his shout out there, and so Mike doesn't take all the credit. But anyway, if you want one, and there's different size of Widgy bars, or Widgy bars that you can get from Countycom. So I don't know what Mike has in his supply, if he has any left at all, but if you guys are interested in this particular little item, it's a unique, one-of-a-kind kind of deal, and if you can get whatever color Kydex sheath you want for it, well, whatever Mike has in stock, but he usually has five or six different colors available. So send him a PM and let him know that you're interested in getting one, or even buying one of his other designs, his larger Widgydashi knives that he's producing now. So also very cool. But if you guys are interested in PM him, he'll make one for you, and you send him the cash and he'll send you the Widgydashi. So Mike, I hope you liked the practical cutting demo. Just wanted to show all the guys on YouTube that this thing is a little workhorse and can do a lot of variety of tasks and excel at them. And it's very cool. I love this little thing. I use it. I carry it every day. I make sure it's in my EDC, and it's great. Alright, okay, I'm just rambling on now, as I tend to do at the end of all my videos, but that's okay. You guys tend to watch them till the end anyway, so appreciate it. And just a little side note, I know this has nothing to do with this, but I just hit over 300 subs, so I think I have 306 now, so I'm excited about that. I really appreciated everyone for subbing, and yeah, that's awesome. I don't have any money right now to do a contest. I am broke as fuck, but that's okay. That's what happens when you have a child. You get broke because things cost money, and lots of money. Baby stuff is stupid expensive, but anyways, they take advantage of people. But that aside, buy one of these. Peace.